Hello everybody and welcome to 27. Now if you're anything like me, you've curbed your wheel, you will be spitting mad and feel like a complete and utter idiot, but all is not lost. It's not actually that difficult if it's not too deep to just sort of fix it up, and we're going to show you how to do that. So first of all, you can see the curbing that's happened to this wheel. That was yesterday. So these marks actually look worse than they are. It's mainly just that there's quite a thick layer of paint and that's been chipped off. I think these have been painted before, so there's quite a thick layer on there. But again, we should be able to make this look pretty good when it's done. Now, what you will need, I'll show you, there's an array of things here. So I have a little Dremel there. That's just to speed things up and preparing the wheel. You'll see what I use that for, but to be honest, you don't really need it. What you do need, various grades of sandpaper, starting from 240 and going up to 1200. You will need a primer. You will need a paint, which is a good match with your wheel. I found this a while ago because I had Kerbed it previously. Some card or something like that to mask off the wheel on the inside, and then some tape to mask off the tyre. So let's get started. I'm going to use the Dremel for this first bit, but you could quite easily just do it with sandpaper. I'm just doing it to speed things up a bit. Once you're happy that you've smoothed down the main bits of it, then you can start by hand with the sandpaper. It's looking much better. I'm just wiping it now with a pre-paint wipe to get all the contaminants and the dust off it. But it should be pretty much ready for paint after this. I've used various grades of sandpaper going up to the 1200, which is the finest. You just want to make sure that it really blends seamlessly into the rest of the wheel. I'll show you in a second what it looks like close up, but it's pretty good already, even without the paint. So there we go. You can see close up it blends really well into the wheel. Once the paint is on there, it will look fine. This is quite an extensive area that I've done, that I managed to curb. Normally you'd only get a little chip like that or like that, so it would be much quicker. In this case, it's taken me probably about, I don't know, an hour and a half to make sure it's all sanded really smooth. But as I said, you can do it a lot quicker. Now, for the next part, you just need to get some cardboard and cut it to fit, because you're going to need to put some stuff behind the wheel to make sure you don't get any paint. Using card, but it might be even easier if you just use a bit of newspaper or something, to be completely honest. Okay, and the next step is to get some tape and go all the way around with it. Now, on a car like this, I'm quite lucky because there's a big gap between the lip here and the tyre, so you can get the tape right under there. Make sure you do, and mask it off properly, so you can get the paint going right over the lip to make it a decent job. is to apply a spot of primer, especially to the areas where it's sort of bare metal. So as you can see, even with the undercoat, it's actually looking very, very much better. You need to let that dry for sort of, depends on the type of undercoat really, but about sort of 15 to 20 minutes ideally. Always make sure you shake the cans for 1 to 2 minutes so that the paint is thoroughly mixed, because that makes a big difference to how well it will actually go on. Lots of little light coats is the secret, and try and blend it in with the rest of the paint. Let it dry off for another sort of 10 minutes or so, and then give it another couple of coats. So here you go, it's come out really, really well. I'm very pleased with that. It's not always quite as easy, but with a darker sort of metallic wheel like this, it really is this easy. I can't even distinguish the area that was curbed from before. And I've saved myself at least sort of £400, if not more, because if you take one wheel in to be done, all four will have to be done, and you are looking at a minimum of 400, 500, 600, depending on the size of the wheel. So this has gone really well. If you don't know my channel, please have a look at the other videos. I've got loads of car tests. There's my 12 cars series where I've gone through 12 cars I've always wanted to own, like an Integrale, an Esprit, a Maserati, this particular Evora, loads of other stuff like that, which is quite cool. And just have a look at the videos. Please subscribe as well. And thanks very much for watching. I hope it was useful.